Hello, U.S. Average Guy desu. Steve to moshimasu. I'm an American truck driver. I drive cross country in the United States. This weekend I'm stuck in Richmond, Virginia. It's snowed last night and I've got nothing to do this weekend, even though Christmas is coming up next week. All my Christmas shopping is done. So I spent a couple of hours going through some of my videos and did not realize how many Japanese videos that I had acquired. It's about 32 videos, and Lucidity had promised us some video reviews. Lucidity, get to work. You promised us. So I thought I'd show you some of the videos that I've found in truck stops, at Walmart, of course online. You can buy them directly from Japan, and give you an idea of what's out there if you want to listen to some Japanese. These are all subtitled for the most part. Most of them are in Japanese or in English, so you can pick and choose what you want. I have some classic videos. This movie right here, Kikujiro. My Japanese is not that good. Is a movie about a man that takes a boy on a journey to see his mother. His mother has left him with his grandmother, and it's about the bonding between the man and the boy. A very touching movie. I have a movie, Dolls. This is kind of a surreal movie. I don't know if this is typical Japanese fare. I didn't find it to be all that interesting, but it's if you can buy it at $5 bin, it's probably worthwhile. A Life in the Universe. This is a movie about a Japanese guy that lives a very bland life. He's in China. He meets a girl, I believe she is from Taiwan. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched the video. This is a pretty good movie. It's enjoyable. It doesn't have a lot of Japanese in it because but it is subtitled in English, and the main character is Japanese. I found a video. This is sort of like the Twilight Zone for Japanese. It's called Legends in America, and it is in Japanese with English subtitles. That's interesting if you like things like the Twilight Zone. Then I have some movies from Viz Video. This movie right here, Kamikaze Girls, is a very funny movie. It's about a Lolita girl and a Yankee girl in Japan. It's in Japanese with the Japanese subtitles. Very funny movie. I've watched this movie several times. Most people would love it. One of my favorite Japanese movies is Densha Otoko, Train Man. Absolutely worth seeing. This movie, if you are a geek, the geek gets the girl in the end. It's a very loving romantic comedy. And then another Viz video, Linda, Linda, Linda. This is a movie about 3-4 girls that put together a band in high school for some sort of a festival at the school. I really like this movie because I can actually understand a lot of the Japanese that's in it, and that's very rare. A Taste of Tea. This is a surreal movie. This movie has a lot of fantasy in it. Nothing seems to connect in the movie until towards the end. Everything starts to fall together. But it's about 5 or 6 different stories in one family, and everything meets together in the end. I like that movie a lot. Another very surreal movie, Survive Style 5 or Survive 5 Style. I'm not exactly sure how the title is pronounced here. I'll give you a good look at it there, right there. You can figure it out. This is the most surreal movie I've ever seen. This is just a flat-out plain weird movie. Funny, absolutely worth watching. Let's see. Of course, you can't go wrong with Godzilla. More Godzilla. Japanese. Some English movies that have Japanese in them. I found them to be interesting. Of course, Memoirs of a Geisha was very good. There was a two movie set that came out, Flags of Our Fathers, which is about the battle over Iwo Jima. The Flags of Our Fathers is the English side of the battle, and Letters Letters from Iwo Jima. I was looking, I couldn't quite read it. Letters from Iwo Jima is all Japanese with English subtitles. This is the Japanese side of the battle. Lost in Translation. This is an American movie. It's got some Japanese in it. It's just fun to watch for Japanese culture and some of the differences between American culture and Japanese culture. Rising Sun. I've been told that this is just plain a dumb movie from the Japanese perspective, but I enjoyed it. It's sort of a kick-ass type movie. And Gung Ho. This is a funny movie from the 70s. It's got very little Japanese in it, but I liked it. I found some movies they kind of fit into the fantasy and the horror genre. Azumi. This is pure fantasy. This is I think this was a manga, a book that was converted into a movie, and it has scenes where people jump 20 feet, which, you know, things that can't be done. But the best part of it, it's got a pretty girl in a very short skirt. Okay. Scary movies. Audition. This is supposed to have the scariest scene ever put into a movie in it. I'm not a big fan of horror movies. This movie is interesting. It's got a lot of psychological drama in it, as well as some really gory scenes. The Last Supper. I didn't even watch this whole movie. It was so bad that I never watched the whole movie. But I think I only paid about $3 or $4 for the movie, so that's probably what it's worth. I've got Ju-on 2. I haven't watched it yet. I've got to set that one aside and watch it. Machine Girl. This is another fantasy movie. Of people doing things that can't possibly be done. If you're into anime, you'll probably love this movie. And of course, I've got some Japanese anime. The king of all Japanese anime, right? Totoro. I love this movie. I'm 54 years old. I love this movie, and I love it because I can watch the whole movie and understand just about everything that's said in it. It's a story about two girls. Their mother's in the hospital. They're living with their father. I won't tell you the whole story if you haven't seen it. Every Japanese child knows this movie. This is the Disney. This is the Mickey Mouse of Japan. I've watched that movie 20, 30 times just because I can listen to it and it helps me get attuned to the Japanese. This movie right here, Spirited Away. This is also a Japanese classic. I didn't think as much of it. It's pure anime though. Ghosts and spirits. Steam Boy. Steam Boy it's a Japanese movie. I think it's based on an American story, and it is a fascinating movie. It's very interesting to watch. I enjoyed that. Howl's Moving Castle. If this is not a classic, it's destined to become a classic. If you can find this probably at Walmart. This is a great movie. My daughter loves this movie to death. She thinks it's great. And the last anime movie I've got is Paprika. Paprika is this is sort of a psychological movie. It's a very good movie, and I would recommend anybody get that movie. And I've got a couple of movies. These are movies that I've copied from VHS tapes. Living on Tokyo Time is a movie about a Japanese woman that came to America. She married an American Japanese person who spoke no Japanese, and it's about the cultural differences. If you can find it, I don't think that you can. If you can find it, it's a really good movie. Living on Japanese Time.